Hello family, grace to you. Once again, this is Greg coming to you from FaithsMessenger.com. The title of today's message is Are Christians Hypocrites? Are Christians Hypocrites? If you've tried to share the gospel with people for any length of time at all, I'm sure you've come across that argument. I don't want to be involved in the church with all those hypocrites. But I'd like to read a definition to you of the word hypocrite, if I may, from Webster's dictionary. And Webster says that a hypocrite is a person who claims or pretends to have certain beliefs about what is right, but who behaves in a way that disagrees with those beliefs. Okay, I can accept that. But you know, we had a interesting thing that happened here just yesterday in the news. Our beloved sheriff was found to have lied to, I don't know if it was the grand jury or it was federal investigators, over things that were happening in the jail under his watch. He admitted he lied several times when he was on the witness stand, giving his testimony. So you could say that the sheriff or ex-sheriff is a hypocrite because he lied. He professed to believe one thing when in actuality he knew of and was under control of something that was happening that was different than what he professed to believe. I can see that, but my question comes in for those who would call the sheriff, the ex-sheriff, a hypocrite, is what difference does it make? Are you going to say that because the sheriff is a hypocrite, we need to get rid of law enforcement? No, that's not what needs to be done. He's one member of a huge entity. We don't become a lawless society because the ex-sheriff has been found to be a hypocrite. That's ludicrous. I think that those who attempt to use the hypocrite defense are attempting to deflect the message of Christ. You see, our relationship with Christ is an individual one. The lives that we live here must be taken responsibility of, and only the individual can take responsibility of his or her life. Now, I'm not telling you to do this, but it would be interesting to note the answer to the person who's using the hypocrisy defense. If you would ask them, if all hypocrisy was taken out of the church, if we remove the element of the hypocrisy of Christians in their eyes, if that element was removed from the church, would they be front and center and willing, under those circumstances, to accept Jesus as their personal Lord and Savior? It would be interesting to find out their response. Or are they actually using that hypocrisy defense as, yet again, another excuse not to have an intimate relationship with Jesus Christ? Just something to think about. I heard an interesting quote just the other day regarding hypocrisy. It goes, to not want to go to church because of all the hypocrites is like saying, I don't want to go to the gym because of all the fat people. It's an individual thing. What do people that are out of shape, people that are too large, people that are overweight have to do with you and your condition and your relationship with the treadmill? It has to do with you and you only. It has nothing to do with anyone else around you, including the church. So I'd like to leave you with that today. And I'd like to encourage you that if you try to share Christ with someone close to you and they've given you the hypocrisy defense, to realize that it's not the people. The hypocrisy is not the issue. It's an attempt at deflecting the issue, the true issue, which is a personal and individual relationship with Jesus Christ. So, as I say, I'd like to leave you with that today, and I'd like to encourage you, if you haven't done so already, to join us in our YouTube community by clicking on the red subscribe button on your screen. By doing so, you'll receive notifications when new videos such as this one are posted. Likewise, I'd like to invite you, if you haven't done so already, to join us in our blog community at FaithsMessenger.com. Now at FaithsMessenger.com, we have over 550 individual blog messages on the blog which address a myriad of different topics. Now these are real life, relevant, everyday topics that each and every one of us can relate to. So once again, the blog address is FaithsMessenger.com. Now with all that's been said today, I'd like to leave you with a question. Now this question can be posed to anything you may be going through today in life. I'd like for you to ask yourself, is anything impossible with God? Have a great day, family. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.